Hey everybody, this is my final on the 48-hour group build of 2020. I'd like to first thank everybody for watching. Second, thank Craig for hosting this group build again this year. It's always a fun one to do. So this one was the Scarab. It's a rear engine race car. I've never seen it until I saw this model kit. This is a vintage monogram kit. It's a repop vintage monogram kit, let me say. I don't usually see it, and I think Craig is going to do it in the 24-hour build next year. And this is my take on it. Super easy. I think there was a total of maybe 20 parts at the most. No engine in it, a little bit of details here and there. It turned out better than I thought it would at the end. It's still a cool car. I don't see this very often. Now, when I did research, they had two models, or not model kits, but two models of race cars from this brand. And this was quite ugly compared to the other one. The other one looked like one of them vintage Ferraris. I mean, it was very, you had the rounded edges and the clear glass headlights and stuff. This one had the square rear end, but the other one did not have that at all. But the tail lights were quite generic in the kit. They were just a chrome piece. I added some red clear on it. The exhaust pipes are actually molded into the body. There is a grill down there that's not molded in. It's a separate piece. There's nothing blocking the vents for the engine. There's a filler neck on either side in the chrome. Decals were yellow, but I find if I use a paintbrush when they're yellow and kind of scrub around them, get them wet or get them softened, scrub around them, move the decal around enough, and then dunk them back in the water. I usually keep the brush on top and have the paper run a clip and dunk it down in there. That way it don't float away from me. It'll rinse away all that yellow, and that's what I did with these, and they work pretty fine. And I used some labels decal set. I think it's one of the Mr. Color brand set. The headlights, I did paint the inside gray, and then I inserted the chrome piece that's like the rear tail lights, and then I painted the lens part white. You'll still see some white glue on there from the Hobby Tack they use for that. It'll dry clear, but the interior had some basic gauges. I put some seatbelts in with just some clasps, just to add a little bit. I didn't add no bottom clasp or anything like that. There's a little shifter knob on the right hand side. I didn't put no seatbelts on the other seat. Usually when I see these actually in person, those seats are so small that nobody can sit in, and I always kind of wonder if they just did that for a roll package or so. But there's the chrome pieces, those actually fit from underneath. And let's take a look at the bottom. Very basic. I gave it a black wash, and that was it. So there is my final in the 48-hour group build. So hopefully you guys like it. Yesterday we end up going to a car show at the drag strip that's nearby us, and there's probably 1,000 cars there, classic cars, all types and stuff. So I had to take a break and go see that. I took a bunch of still pictures. I'll have a slideshow. Probably have it scheduled for Tuesday so you guys can see it. There was a lot of great inspiration there. A lot of cool engines that you don't get to see very often. A lot of different intakes and the outside of the cars you do see them quite often, but to actually get a good nice look at the interior and the little details that there is pretty good. But it's just something extra for a model builder to actually go to a car show, because then you get some inspiration as well. So I did do that. So I didn't really spend a ton of time on it, but it's still nice to get a model kit done in 48 hours. It's nice to get that box gone. I'm sure somebody's going to cringe to find out that I threw it away. But I got to make space for new ones. And so until next time, I hope you guys have a great one. And I'll see you then. Bye.